Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Kyndryl Holdings is a company that provides IT and consulting services to companies that want to improve processes using AI solutions. In this video, I'll cover everything you need to know about Kyndryl. Here is the video format. First, I'll explain what Kyndryl do, when it was established, and other basic information so you will have a good understanding of the company. Then I will talk about the products they are selling, who they sell the products to, and what are the use cases for those products. Finally, I'll talk about some recent developments and financial results. Everything I say is not a financial advice, so please make sure you do your own research. Let's start by introducing the company. Kyndryl is a global company that provides IT infrastructure services. That means they help large businesses manage their technology systems, things like cloud platforms, data centers, networks, and cybersecurity. They also offer consulting services, especially for companies looking to implement AI systems in their organization. The company is owned by IBM and headquartered in New York, operates in more than 60 countries, and has about 73,000 employees. So that's a quick background about the company. Now let's talk about the products they are selling and what are the use cases for those products. First, they have the cloud infrastructure and multi-cloud management. This basically means that Kyndryl is helping companies run and manage their systems across platforms like AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and others. Kyndryl sets up, monitors, and optimizes these environments, making sure everything runs smoothly, securely, and cost effectively. Second, they provide networking and edge services. This includes private 5G networks for things like factory automation or logistics. For example, a car manufacturer might use Kyndryl to set up and secure private wireless network to run their machinery and sensors in real time. Another big area is digital workplace services. That's all about managing employee devices, setting up secure remote work environments, and making sure teams have reliable access to the tools they need. Finally, Kyndryl offers consultings in areas like data strategy, AI, cybersecurity, and digital transformation. This part of the business is growing fast and brings in higher profits than their traditional infrastructure work. Now let's see who their clients are. Kyndryl serves large organizations, especially banks, universities, manufacturers, government agencies, and healthcare companies. Some examples include the university in Australia, Mitsubishi, which is a car manufacturer, the National Australian Bank, and the Mundi Group, which is a global packaging company. They've also worked with government departments in the UK and several big energy companies in North America. So that basically means Kyndryl has very large clients. Now let's see how much they charge for their services. Because Kyndryl offers customized services, prices may vary based on the size and complexity of each project. In the UK, for example, their daily consulting rates range from about 250 to 1000 British pound per day. That's roughly 300 to 1400 US dollars per day. Larger digital transformations can even get to a contract worth up to $100 million, depending on the client and the scope of work. So now that we have some kind of basic understanding of their products and their business model, let's talk about some recent developments. In July 2025, Kyndryl announced something called the Agentic AI Framework, which is designed to help companies make better decisions across their IT infrastructure using artificial intelligence. Also in late July, Investors Business Daily raised Kyndryl's composite ratings to 96. That puts the company in the top 4% of all US stocks based on financial strength, earnings performance, and investor interest. And now let's move on to their financial results. For the full year of 2024, their total revenue was about $15 billion. That's a decline of about 5% compared to the previous year. Now, despite the lower revenue, Kyndryl posted a net profit of about $250 million. That's a major turnaround from the $1.4 billion loss they reported the year before. Now, free cash flow came in at $620 million, which is strong. It means the company is now self-funding and doesn't need to rely heavily on borrowing. That's especially important because as of March 2025, Kyndryl held about $1.1 billion in cash and had about $2.9 billion in debt. The debt level is manageable given their new profitability and cash generation, but it's something they'll need to keep reducing over time. They've also booked about $18 billion in new contract signing during the year. That's a 40% increase from the previous year. This strong pipeline gives them good visibility for future revenue, especially since most contracts in their space are long term. One more point to note is that their consulting segment, called Kyndryl Consult, is growing quickly. In the fourth quarter alone, consulting revenue jumped 45% year over year. That segment now makes up to about 10% of the total revenue of Kyndryl and is likely to keep growing, especially because it offers better margin than traditional infrastructure services. And now let's finish up with what analysts say. The average price target they set is around $46. That suggests about 20% upside from today's price, which is roughly $39. Some analysts are even more bullish and they set the price target up to $55. But we should always remember that analysts can be absolutely wrong. So if you decide to invest in that stock, you must do your own research and then get to your own decision. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one.